Hello, hello. All right. So I received this message from a guy, one of my friends, to be very, very specific, and that is, "Hey, bro, can you help me fix this photo? I have only one picture of this location and it's vital for me. I will pay you handsomely." Okay. Let's see what we can do here with this photo. So without any further ado, let's get started. So once again, welcome back to the channel then guys. This is Rajoshi and today we are going to edit this photograph together. So let's get started. So here we are in this beautiful world of Affinity Photo 2, and the first thing we're going to do here is create a blank layer. Select this in painting brush tool, choose current layer and below, and remove these wares. Remove these distractions. These are creating a lot of problem here. So we'll start by selecting a smaller brush and we'll remove that. So once we are done with clearing up the image, I will show you the before and after. This is the difference. This is the before and this is the after. So next thing we're going to do here is crop it down to a perfect ratio. Let's do that. We press C and we crop it down. And then what we are going to do here is actually dehaze this entire image by using a haze removal. So for that we'll just merge this entire layer, go to filters, choose haze removal, and we'll increase the strength. Also exposure correction should be less. Okay, and apply. So this was the before, this is the after, before and after, before and after. We remove the haze from this image. The next thing we're going to do here is actually add some shadows to the image, and we'll do that by using curves. So press controller command M to create a curve adjustment panel and just bring it down the midtones. Slightly bring down the midtones, pick the gradient tool, from bottom up create a gradient like that. That's it. So we got this beautiful foreground now with much richer color and much more contrast here in this beautiful location. Next, what we are going to do here is actually create a much more dynamic range by creating shadows in left and right corners of the image. And so for that we use controller command M on the keyboard to create curve and bring down the exposure, change the blending mode to multiply, and remove this blending mode options from blend options and remove it from the highlights. Then we press Ctrl I to invert the layer, choose a brush with soft big round brush. We paint over this region with white as the foreground color. We paint over this region to create a dynamic range. Slightly decrease the opacity, just like that, before and after. And now comes one of the most important part of this editing, and that is adding some spice, adding some magic to the waters. So for that we'll create HSL layer, select the blues picker and choose this watercolor from here and increase the saturation, change it to a bluish color, press Ctrl I, choose the brush, white as a foreground color, we paint over these waters just like that. And then another HSL layer, and in this particular HSL layer we are going to again choose blue, then picker and pick this blue color, and then increase the saturation, make it greenish, invert it, choose the brush and paint over these regions only. Alright, and next what we're going to do here is add some clarity to this image, and we'll do that by adding an high pass filter. So for that we create this live filter layer, choose high pass, select a value that suits that brings out the detail of these buildings on the left hand side and this foliage on the right bottom corner. around 3.4 to 3.5 pixels and choose the blending mode overlay, and that will add a necessary sharpness to this image. This image is of quite low quality and resolution, which is why it is difficult to use hypers on this kind of images, but we're going to make it work. We are almost done editing this image, and as a last final touch, as the cherry on top, as you might say, will be the final glow to the image that we will add by using Gaussian blur. So you click on this layer, choose Gaussian blur, pick a value between 10 to 15 pixels. I have tested this image before and 10 to 15 pixels works best, so that is why I'm saying this data. And change the blend mode to screen, then remove it from the shadows, extreme shadows, and we are done editing this photograph. So this was our before and this is the after. Before, after. I hope you enjoyed this process. We'll meet soon in the next video, and I hope my clients find this image satisfactory, because I'm not very satisfied with this particular result, but I'll try a couple of more variations and show it to my client. With that being said, take care, goodbye, and alvida.